Love and lights, ladies. This is Love, also known as the Self Love Guru, and I am your confidence coach. And today I want to talk to you about a few things that I do just to make my life easier. Now, why is this important? As women, we can get stressed really easily. We worry about little things, and that's because we pay attention to the small details, and we're always thinking, and we're always improvising, and we're always trying to find new and innovative ways to do things, right? And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But if you're going to fall into that nature and focus on things that need to be optimized, I think it's also important to find things that make your life easier, right? Because otherwise, you're just creating more work for yourself and you're making it more difficult. And nothing will take you out of your feminine energy quicker than overworking yourself or feeling like you have to do everything within a certain deadline or a bracket. So, I want to share a few things that have been helpful for me in making my life easier, starting with shopping. So, I know that probably sounds so cliche, but not just any shopping. This is like, okay, when you shop for clothes or when you go grocery shopping, shop on a weekday. People always talk about, okay, well, the weekend's coming up, so I have to make sure that I get groceries or I clothes shop and do all of these things on the weekends when it is so much easier, like with traffic, with the lines in the store, with the accommodations you can get because the store associates are available. It's so much easier to get assistance and to just feel stress free, not as bogged down when there's no one else in the store. I literally, like when I was in the mall heavy, because I don't really shop a lot anymore. But when I was in the mall heavy, I used to go shopping on like a Tuesday or a Thursday. And people would be like, why are you going to the mall on Tuesday or Thursday? Because I'm really there to shop. I'm not there to socialize. They have the best deals. Literally, like everything is on sale at the mall during the weekdays because that's when they don't have as much business. But as the demand goes up, so do the prices, right? So when people are getting off on Friday, Saturday, that 50%, 60% sales stuff, that goes completely out the window. Then it's the 20%. Then it's, oh, get this store card, right? They're trying to sign everybody up for these credit cards. Like it's just a lot going on and it's chaotic. And then getting in the dressing rooms are a nightmare. I could go on and on about shopping on that side, but now we'll talk about groceries. If you've ever noticed, if you go to a grocery store like later in the evening on a Saturday or even midday on a Saturday, there's a lot of people in there. Like it's crowded, the lines are long. Typically, things are picked over. Like this is when people buy like all the bread or all of the water, and it's just so annoying. And by the time you go grocery shopping on a Sunday, you can forget about it. There's like no sink. I mean, it's crazy, right? And this is for all grocery stores. Some people argue, like, oh, well, what if you go to Whole Foods? Like, it doesn't matter. It's really about how many people are buying what and how many people are there in that very moment. And so you just want to be cognizant of that and make sure that you're not basically putting yourself in stressful situations. Like I hate it when I'm out in public trying to get everything off my list and then I have to go to multiple grocery stores because this place doesn't have what I need. Like I really like, those one-stop shops. Now, granted, if you wanted to get like your meats from one place and then your produce for another, that's perfectly fine. But if you're shopping around going to 3 to 5 different stores to get what you need for your household, that is an issue. Okay. And that is super stressful. Make your life easier. So shop on weekdays. They're also more fully stocked, and you can always ask the store associates or the managers, like, hey, when do your trucks come in? Because I noticed, when I come on Saturdays, the strawberries are gone or the cantaloupe, right? The second thing that has made my life easier is having a budget. Whew, I've always set budgets. I've never really stuck with them to a T. I've just always like made sure my bills were paid, made sure I saved a little money, um, made sure that if I had any money left over, like that I could blow, I also saved a little bit for gas and for anything that I needed, but I didn't have a concrete plan around it until I started to see the benefits. Like, well, I really do need to have a budget. And I out from hiring a financial advisor. And I had financial advisors before, but they were not as hands on when it came to budgeting. It was basically like, okay, let's go over this plan. You have this specific goal for savings, or you have this specific goal for an investment, and we'll help you get there, right? Very goal focused. However, budgeting is a lifestyle. And so, if you can get someone to sit down with you and create a budget, it would change your life, literally. So, I was able to see that I had so much money left over at the end of the month. And I'm like, what the heck am I doing with this money? Like, this is creepy. And I do have financial goals. So, instead of me just using my money frivolously, now let me put it in a place. Let me make sure that I still have what I need, but that I'm being very strategic about the moves that I'm making, right? So that's where I am with that. So have a budget. And that leads me into my next thing. So hire help. I just mentioned a financial advisor. If you can find a financial advisor free, like if you have some type of a employee assistance program at your job where they support you in having like a financial advisor, a life coach, and you can get a certain amount of sessions for free. That's something that they did at my job. Knock yourself out, go for it. Um, and I'm also not above paying someone for those services. Like, you should be able to do that. And so I feel like when you're not strategic about investing in yourself in those areas, it just makes life a lot more difficult. And in addition to it, if you have some sort of financial emergency, like an emergency car repair, or you need an emergency like dental procedure, and your insurance doesn't cover it all, like, you want to have that rainy day fund to support yourself. And you also want to make sure that your credit is good, right? So hire those services. Also, don't be above hiring a housekeeper. You ladies know I'm all about having a super clean home. I love it. And I love being organized as well. But sometimes I just cannot. Like, even this office space here, it's about to be a nursery because I'm about to have a baby. And so I'm sort of splitting it. Like, I know the baby's going to be in our room anyway. And so it's like part of this corner is going to be my office, and the rest of it is going to be set up sort of like a nursery where I can house, my baby's toys. And then I have a closet over here for their clothes and all of that good stuff. And I'm going to have someone come over and help me organize this stuff before I have this baby. That is actually on my to do list within these next 2 weeks. And then I've also started the process of just bringing all of the goods upstairs so that I can have this wonderful space. But it's a lot, hire help. I love having a clean bathroom. I'm having someone come in a few days to clean up. And that's going to be wonderful because I need my home professionally clean. That's just the way I like it. That makes my life so much easier because I am a working woman. I'm also about to have a baby, right? I have my own family. So making sure that, like, okay, my household is still taken care of, but then I'm also being mindful of my mental health and not feeling like I have to do every little thing. That makes my life easier. And it's a lot less stressful. Like, think about this. When you are already super overwhelmed, do you like going into the kitchen and seeing your dishes pile up and your clothes piling up? And your husband's tired from work and he's trying to help as much as he can, but he's exhausted. He needs sleep. Like, hire someone else. Don't be cheap. I'm telling you, it's worth it. The last thing is to rest, and reset. Chill. F those dishes. If I go downstairs and I'm like, ew, I'm calling somebody. I'm not kidding. My floor needs to be swept. I swept the kitchen yesterday, in my dining area, and then I couldn't sweep anymore. I was like, my back is gonna start hurting. I already know. Like, I can't stand up for long periods of time. I can't sit down for long periods of time. I can't lay down for long periods of time. Getting too big. So to make things more convenient for myself, I just rest when I need it. And that's just what it is. I get massages. I drink water. I get my nails done. I rest. I'm going to live a luxurious life. Period. Period. There's no way around it. Okay. So I love you, ladies. I hope these tips have helped me. They have literally changed my life completely. And like I told y'all in my previous pregnancy video, you have to take self care to a whole different level when you are preggers. Okay. This pregnancy hits different. I was telling you ladies about these men and being strategic and making sure you have the right person in place. And literally, like, I see even more so why what I say is truth being in this position now. Before the pregnancy, before the engagement, right? I'm setting myself up for success. Set yourself up for success. Don't play with this. Like, life is not a game. It's not a game. I know people are making it seem like it is, and they're making it seem like it's so cool to make mistakes. Like, do does everyone make mistakes? Absolutely. But there are things that you can prevent. Period. You can prevent exhaustion. You can prevent having a baby with a dust. You can prevent being a single mother to a certain extent. Like, a lot more of it is within your control than a lot of people are trying to allude to, right? And that has to stop. Take accountability. Make your life easier. Don't make it harder. We have enough examples of Black women, especially. I want to focus on what, because y'all my, you know what I'm saying? Y'all my heart. Black women especially have been like synonymous with struggle love, as if we're just supposed to adhere to a man's every need and cater to his every need and get nothing in return. No, you're not going to make me age early. I'm sorry. I'm not aging early. I'm not breaking my back. I'm going to make sure my kids have a wonderful future. I'm going to have a great career. And that is a career that I will love. I will be a wonderful consultant, a wonderful clinician, everything that I want wrapped up in one, everything I want, I can have. I may not be able to have it at the exact same time, which is why I wanted to do my schooling first, then focus really heavily on getting married. Now I'm focusing really heavy on building for my baby. I started a bank account for my son. I don't know if I'm having a boy or a girl, it's a surprise, but I think it's a boy, so I always say my son. I started a bank account for my son, and I'm just making sure that things are in order. My child will have money before they're even brought into this world. My child does have money before they're even brought into this world. This is not a game. Make your life easier, prepare, think ahead. And this doesn't have to take the fun out of anything. It actually makes life more fun because I have boundaries and I have standards about what my life looks like. So So if you made it to the end of this video, drop a red heart in the comments. Let me know you made it. And if you're like, hey, love, I love this video, I want to talk to you more, can we set up a chat? Go to Instagram, slide in my DMs, or go to Facebook if you have it. Look up Hanging Out with Love and send me a message and we can talk. I can get you on my calendar and we can chop it up for a slight fee. All right? Love you. Bye.